The late 1960s were a time of cultural upheaval, hope, and change. Yet, amid the vibrant counterculture of Northern California, a shadow lurked. A figure whose deeds sent shockwaves through the region and beyond. This shadow was the Zodiac Killer, a name that has become synonymous with cryptic puzzles, fear, and one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. For 5 years, the Zodiac terrified communities, taunted authorities, and left behind a trail of questions that still haunt investigators. His ability to evade capture, his chilling communications, and his cryptic games have ensured his story remains etched in infamy. Let us journey into the darkness and unravel the layers of this perplexing case, step by step. The Zodiac spree began on December 20, 1968, on a desolate road in Vallejo, California. High school sweethearts Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday had stopped for a quiet moment together when they were ambushed. The scene was coldly efficient. Betty Lou was shot 5 times in the back as she ran for her life, while David was executed with a single shot to the head. 7 months later, another couple, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau, was attacked in similar circumstances. This time, there was a survivor. Michael, despite being gravely injured, gave authorities a chilling glimpse into the attack. He described the assailant as a stocky man wearing a flashlight strapped to his head, who fired without warning before vanishing into the night. But it was what happened next that would catapult the Zodiac Killer into infamy. In July 1969, local newspapers received the first of many letters from someone claiming responsibility for the murders. These weren't ordinary letters. They contained cryptic symbols, taunts, and chilling boasts of more violence to come. "I like killing people because it is so much fun," one cipher read. The writer demanded that the letters be published, or he would continue his killing spree. The Zodiac wasn't just a murderer. He was a master manipulator, turning his crimes into a grotesque spectacle. The most famous of his ciphers, the 408-character cryptogram, was cracked just weeks after it was sent. But instead of revealing his identity, it unveiled the twisted mind behind the mask. A man who found joy in death and saw himself as a hunter of humans. The Zodiac wasn't done. His letters became darker, more erratic, and even more boastful. "This is the Zodiac speaking" became his signature opening, and each message seemed to drip with malice. One of the Zodiac's most notorious acts came in 1969, when he attacked another couple at Lake Berryessa. Wearing a hooded costume adorned with his now iconic crosshair symbol, he approached Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard as they picnicked. He tied them up, stabbed them repeatedly, and left a taunting message on Brian's car door, the dates of his previous killings, followed by his signature symbol. Cecilia tragically succumbed to her injuries, but Brian survived to describe the terrifying ordeal. Not long after, taxi driver Paul Stein was shot in the Presidio Heights area of San Francisco. This time, the Zodiac didn't flee unnoticed. Witnesses saw him and described him to police. Yet, in a twist of fate, a series of miscommunications and mistakes allowed him to slip away. In the following months, the Zodiac continued to send letters. He mocked the police for their failures and threatened large-scale attacks, such as bombing school buses. These threats paralyzed the region with fear, and the Zodiac seemed to thrive on the chaos he created. The Zodiac Killer was as much a puzzle maker as he was a murderer. Over his reign of terror, he sent 4 ciphers to authorities. While the first was cracked quickly, the remaining ciphers proved far more challenging. The infamous 340-character cipher remained unsolved for over 50 years. It wasn't until 2020 that a team of codebreakers finally deciphered it, revealing another chilling taunt. I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber, because it will send me to paradise. But despite this breakthrough, the most important question remains unanswered. Who was the Zodiac Killer? Over the years, countless suspects have been proposed, but none have been definitively linked to the case. Arthur Lee Allen, a convicted child molester, remains the most discussed suspect. Circumstantial evidence, such as his possession of Zodiac-like materials and his proximity to the crimes, made him a strong candidate. Yet DNA evidence cleared him years later. Other suspects include Theodore Kaczynski, the Unabomber, and even political cartoonist Robert Graysmith, whose obsessive investigations inspired the famous book and film Zodiac. But each theory leaves just enough room for doubt. Unlike many serial killers, the Zodiac didn't leave a definitive trail. No arrests, no confirmed identity, no clear motive. Was he a genius who outsmarted everyone, or did luck simply favor him? To this day, amateur sleuths and professional investigators continue to dissect every detail of the case. Online forums buzz with theories, ciphers are revisited, and new suspects are debated. But the Zodiac's true identity remains a ghost in the wind, an unsolved riddle. The Zodiac Killer case is more than a true crime story. It's a cultural phenomenon, a cautionary tale, and a chilling reminder of human malevolence. His letters, his murders, and his taunts have left an indelible mark on history. And even as technology advances and cold cases are solved, the Zodiac Killer remains a specter, a riddle yet to be cracked. Perhaps the answer lies hidden in the cryptograms. Or maybe, just maybe, the Zodiac's secret died with him. If you're as captivated by mysteries as we are, don't let this journey end here. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss a story. Join us as we uncover the world's most chilling